Hello, everyone. We are live with a replay of a season 13 top 32 game between Aaron and Dylan, aka DojoDC. Aaron is the red player here, Trefenwyd, and he's playing what looks to be a Hellfire list with he's got Lockjaw and two Sentinels, Taskmaster, Toad, Lizard, Rhino, and Bill and Black Cat. So some staples mixed with some spiciness here. We have what looks like a Sam Avengers Wakanda Hydra mix. This is a pre-recording, so the camera. There you go. Like if you missed it, check the replay. Um, yeah. So let's see how this goes. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit here just so we can get right into the um, get this all set up. And joining me on commentary today is Kurtis. How is it going?
Doing great, Lucas. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. I'm keeping my this like streaming streak alive or whatever this is. Another it's like 3 or 4 days in a row or something like that.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Yeah. Tell the family they're not going to see you until April. It's all
Yeah,
good.
that's right. This is a business trip I'm on right now in my basement.
Yeah. I really hope we get to see double Sentinel Hellfire here. It's an idea I've thought of as, if I've had a few too many drinks and I want to go hop on TTS and do something crazy, but uh we might get to see it in a top cut game. So this is very exciting.
What makes the Sentinels appealing in Hellfire?
I have no idea.
Okay. I mean, they're
I
gonna
think just the
build.
fact that you can run two of them, right? Like they they can get lots of power and heal, so maybe they never flip or on their injured side if they damage themselves, they can heal some of that off. So I don't know. Maybe there's something there.
That's right. Well, Aaron is hopefully we get to see that. But we are playing on demons and we're playing on senators, so 19 threat. And I didn't see who won priority here, but I'm gonna imagine that Dojo on the blue side had demons in his list. Maybe maybe I'm wrong there, but oh yeah. So Aaron maybe had the senators, if I had to
Yeah,
guess.
I wouldn't think Aaron had demons,
Aaron's
unless
saying
he
it was him in chat. I think that's what he's saying. I think he's saying he had demons. It was him.
wow.
I thought I did see like a wild in the priority roll or something that was not a regular hit. So maybe yeah, there you go. Aaron's bringing demons with his hellfire. Very cool. Very different. That's for sure. And yeah.
You just love to see it.
Okay, well, we're getting the squads coming out here. Looks like this. Okay, so I don't know if Aaron was ready to activate yet, but like if you're like gonna pro gamer this thing, just because your side is hidden doesn't mean when you activate you can't see your squad. So you always want to activate at the same time if you want to like like I said, if you want to pro gamer it. And otherwise, typically a lot of players just like put up the overlay after the squads are picked, but you never know, right? You can't tell if someone's put the overlay on their screen. Anyway, we can see that Dylan is playing Wakanda, and he's bringing Voodoo and Bill. So he's bringing Black Panther, Killmonger, Shuri, and then Bill and Voodoo with Wakanda Forever, Brace for Impact, Spirit of Wakanda, Advanced R&D, Usurp the Throne, and Aaron is bringing. It got it was a Prime. It was Sentinel Prime. We were too quick on it. He's bringing Sentinels. He's bringing Sentinels. Okay, so he's got Prime, Taskmaster, and Mark IV, and then he's got Lockjaw and Rhino. All right. This is really cool. Let's see how this goes. What do you think of the rosters?
Ugh, I have no idea. I'm just excited. This is
This is
hilarious.
very cool. I know. I'm actually like super hyped to see this. Very cool. Braver than me, that's for sure. I'll
Oh
promise
yeah.
if Mike is ends up watching this or checks us out before our game, I promise I won't be playing Sentinels into him. All right, so uh, it's really cool. Prime is really strong and they can hit big. They can power up their attacks, but I mean, everyone basically rates them as the worst affiliation in the game.
Well, this isn't a bad scenario for them. They're in a position, I guess, where they can, hang people out to dry in the middle, and all the Wakandan push tech isn't really doing a whole lot into the Sentinels. So, Shuri's probably not going to do a heck of a lot this game, and that'll be pretty interesting. Even Bill, now I think Bill can God Hunter them, so we'll see if that happens, and that's pretty bad. But not having his throw online really into them, it could actually be pretty good here.
Yeah, as Nobility points out, Aaron's ego is protected here. If he loses, it was expected, and if he wins, he's the hero of them. He's the hero of the season.
Yeah, there's something to be said about that.
The Yeah, so I do like Shuri doesn't want to attack the Sentinels or like can't really do anything crazy to them, and then if of course if she attacks Rhino, it's like Rhino likes that trade most of the time, right? Because he's going to be getting 2 power per attack and gets too aggressive off of them in a lot of cases, or like any case he takes damage, and that's just going to fuel his kit. So yeah, I think that there's many characters that Shuri really doesn't want to have to attack here. And then what? And then you're attacking Lockjaw. Oh, that doesn't sound very appealing. We have Usurper. We've got Usurp the Throne on for Killmonger, so he's gonna have to daze Sentinel Prime here if he wants to. If he wants to get those 2 extra VPs.
Yeah, and it looks like, Aaron doesn't have um he doesn't have a ton of ways to stop that. He has fallback, but he's running patch up which can help after the fact, but he's not running sacrifice or things that can divert some of those attacks. He doesn't have any bodyguards, so it definitely wouldn't surprise me if Killmonger got that off on Sentinel Prime here.
Yeah. This mission it has a giant size 4 in the middle here, so you can grab these senators and stand on the demon pretty safely for the most part. The Spirit of Wakanda could like we could see that size 4 terrain throw being thrown pretty quickly because a Bill will have 4 power probably, or he'll have enough power to throw it round 1 because of the cards. So
Yeah, definitely someone's gonna eat that.
Yeah, I guess the thing is that Aaron's really hoping he can smash it before Bill throws it. So I think that's even more motivation as to why we're gonna see Bill throw it round 1.
I guess maybe you could lockjaw a sentinel forward and
Oh,
maybe
that's
try to get some
fair.
attacks into someone.
Yeah,
I
if you
don't know.
get well, if you get one attack, you need to build the power because you only have one, right? So you can't smash it, unfortunately. But
Yeah.
yeah. So they mentioned I think it was Aaron mentioned to me that they didn't start their clocks until a little bit into the game, and they set them like lower than the regular hour. So there's a little bit of a clock thing that happens, but it's not a big deal. The game probably is under time anyway, and the whole idea of the clock is to make sure you're the idea behind it, having clocks in the rules is to make sure the players don't play 4 hour games like we saw 6 seasons ago or whatever, season 6. When Sam was the top 4, and it was like each game in the top 4 was like 4 hours long.
That sounds awful.
I don't know. It's a lot
I'm
of
glad that
MCP. Do you like? Bill's going first, so we're not going to see the throw on the. That's I think that's um wow, that's really good for Aaron because he's now going to be able to smash that thing on top of 2. I thought for sure we would see Bill not go first, specifically to get rid of that size 4. Like Taskmaster is very vulnerable right now, um, to it.
yeah,
But
because if you could spirit 2 power for Bill, he'd have enough to kind of double move to the middle, grab his senator, and throw that train at someone. Um, Now it's also possible he's maybe he's thinking he wants to leave that up to backstop some characters from the Sentinels pulling him in. but we kind of figure it's going to get smashed if he doesn't chuck it. So could be a mistake, but that's what he might have been thinking there.
Yeah, that's fair. I see what you're saying. Yeah, this is pretty cool. I've not seen anything like this. This is like it caught me off guard. I wonder if it caught Dylan off guard too when he saw it be
Mm.
dropped. It's like I don't know. Did he have any Sentinel cards in his list? I don't think so. When I did a quick little scan, but and he didn't bring any here. Like I'm thinking he didn't bring any of the cards. Directive one, Aaron is saying he brought Directive one. That's the
Um,
shit, I wish I knew which one that was. God. It's not the online and operation online. It didn't even play the best
I
card.
think that's the one where you like,
Is that where
I
you
don't
get to
know.
shoot through
It-
cover? You get to shoot through cover, right? I think that's how it
yeah, they
works.
can't modify or something. Yeah,
They don't have stealth anymore, kind of thing, or whatever it was. Yeah, I think
right.
that's what it does. And then there's the other one, online and operational, which is I thought was the cool one, which is you get to pay like 6 power on Prime, and you get to take a injured Mark IV and bring them back healthy or whatever it is. But either way, I
Yeah,
don't play Sentinels enough to know. Uh, so
no. So looks like Lockjaw moved up Prime. I
yeah,
don't know.
that's what that
I don't
looks
know
like
if
it.
we're gonna have a hard time telling which one is Prime and which one's normal.
I
So
actually, you know what? Hold on. Let's see.
the base will give it away, but I don't know who's who.
Well, I think was I mean, as soon as we see damage taken, I think we'll know exactly. Or Aaron might be able to point it out if he's
Yeah,
if
Aaron
that
can tell
was
us in the chat.
Prime moved. Prime is
Okay,
moved.
so Prime's got one stripe on his base, and normal has two stripes on the base. We
Gotcha.
can do this.
Yeah.
All
It'll be
right,
pretty
so
cool when we get
Voodoo,
a. Go ahead.
is that Voodoo? Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Voodoo double moved and grabbed opponent's scroll. He's incinerate immune. So cool on the Wakanda side to see double incinerate immune. It's always nice. Um, yeah, now the Wakanda has taken. Oh, he's
He's
gonna
attacking
play.
Voodoo now. He's attacking Voodoo.
Yeah, yeah. I
Um,
don't. I don't see Voodoo hanging out here too long with those attacks and Aaron having prio.
oh, but he didn't have a good attack here, so he could re-roll though. I think Sentinel Prime lets you re-roll on your own characters, I believe. But let's see. I think he's just doing it again. I think
Yeah,
my guess is to get enough power to like yank him off the point and then be able to attack him with like Rhino and the Mark IV. So he's going again. He didn't pump his dice. He's just doing. Oh man, that's not a great start for Prime. He just rolls. He rolled 2 successes overall on 10 dice. But you could
he
pay for a
rolled it
reroll
again.
here. But it doesn't ultimately doesn't get you the 2 power if you do that. If you pay to reroll, you are still
Yeah,
stuck at 1 power, not being able to displace Voodoo off the point.
yeah.
So
That's pretty gross, but I think you can maybe. He'll have to figure out here whether he's going to go after those senators or let Dojo go up, 4-2 or 5-1 here potentially. It's kind of in a tricky spot with how aggressive Dojo's been at grabbing senators.
yeah, that's fair. I think Aaron's. But you know what? Aaron is no. He is used to basically going all gas. He played in on a stream previously. I think it was week 6, or it was near the end of the maybe week 5. He played an unaffiliated Thanos list, and he brought Panther, Nebula, Zemo, basically a bunch of full re-rolling characters with that got buffed from Death's Decree, and Thanos obviously is strong on his own. And he basically the whole goal there was just to kill the team, like board wipe the opponent.
Yeah,
So
that's super cool. So I think here this is what I would do if I was Dojo. I would have Panther grab the Senator close to Rhino and then do his pounce to get away because I don't think Rhino or normal Sentinel can reach the other Senators. Um,
So Rhino would be able to hit. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Rhino wouldn't be able to hit the middle or the far one, and Bill has body blocked the Mark IV from being able to grab the one he's close to.
Yeah. So I don't really see a need for Panther to go that direction. I think he grabs the one closer to Rhino and then uses his 3 power. He'll have 2 left to pounce.
I'm thinking, like, my
Um,
guess is that he's probably just letting Rhino get this so that he can charge into him or with Killmonger, maybe.
yeah, yeah, I guess,
Mike in the chat still has a grudge against Thanos. It's
yeah,
yeah, it's tough. He is a jerk. I agree.
yeah. The worst part about Thanos was deciding to take him instead of Hellfire and then losing my cuts game. I'm still not bitter. It's all
Yeah,
good.
yeah, dude. You're getting cute. You got cute, is what happened.
Yeah, but
We'll see
hey,
how I do. I play tomorrow, so I've enjoyed this
yeah,
like this purgatory state of not having lost. So I'm not sad about it yet, and not having like I mean obviously the other side is not having won. So I'm not. It's just the state of unknown is fine. I'm okay with living in that for the 10 days I have been.
yeah, fair enough. I like this play here, not worrying about the senator right now. He can go and take a shot into Taskmaster and I don't know, I guess push him to irrelevance somewhere where he has to move back and can only take one move action.
Yeah,
But I think part of this play is you got some power on Shuri, you set up your rerolls and just try to make the whole team better here.
yeah. I think if you like, is there a spot where you can put her to get in the way of Rhino? Maybe not. So yeah, just pushing him into the middle of nowhere seems reasonable.
Yeah,
Wakanda,
I mean,
this is interesting. We have Wakanda, who is like a lot of people are considering the literal top of the meta team right now, and then you've got Sentinels, who have one is like consensus worst team, and they're headed. They're here we go. We're in a battle here. All
yeah, I think
right.
maybe Aaron's thinking here that if Rhino can move and attack Voodoo, he can maybe place somewhere where he can grab
So we
uh
have primary roles here. Mark IV is going into um he's here is doing the attack. He's pumping his dice. He goes from 4 to 5, and he's got 3 rerolls on prime if he wants them. So this could be big if he gets some crits here, or he gets 4. So Voodoo's taking 1 because of cover. Let's see if
yeah,
he converts a reroll to get 2 damage onto Voodoo.
yeah, and Voodoo's also got some Shuri rerolls and Wakanda reroll here if he wants it. So
That's fair.
we're probably gonna be having a lot of reroll chains this whole game.
Yeah.
So
The
Voodoo's spending one. Okay, so he's blocking 4 now, taking the one.
Okay. So yeah, Aaron was another again fishing for another damage there to get 2 power on one of his Sentinels before they ended their activation, so we could like bring Voodoo in, and looks like that's not happening. So I think what we're gonna see though is I'm guessing we're gonna see a smash on top of round 2. So it means that Prime's gonna be able to be rolling 5 plus 4, 9 dice builders, and plus any boost to his dice that he does as well on top of that. So it's going to be, I feel like you're going to see a daze or two opening round 2. All right, Killmonger is looking to go now.
Yeah, I don't mind this. He's gonna put some pressure on. I think maybe he's trying to see if he can get in range of 2. Yeah, and the senator. That would be a good spot if he can fit in there.
Right. I don't know.
I
Like
like it.
this doesn't just like Sentinel just one shot him with like this 9 dice builder plus boosts plus rerolls, or like one or the other. I guess. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'd be worried if I was. If I was Killmonger, but I mean, I guess the argument is that if you're in range 3, you're gonna get hit by it, but you're out. You're not. You don't have cover at all. If you're within 2, you don't get cover. So let's see. I mean,
Yeah.
he
Well, and if he
charged. Oh,
smashes
he
it
he
anyway.
charged. Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna start trying to soften Sentinel up, which I don't know, he may just end up in a situation where it gets patched up. But yeah, I don't mind this. I mean, you soften up Sentinel Prime, put some pressure on him to have to activate early, and then I think Aaron's challenge in this game could be that a lot of his team doesn't actually hit that hard. He's got Rhino and Lockjaw, Taskmaster in a corner, so he's really got to make Sentinel Prime's activations count, or else, um, Sentinel hits okay, but sort of weird to see Dojo's scenario team potentially hitting harder than than the attrition plan.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Voodoo is kind of like he's kind of useless here, isn't he, against Sentinels? Or like he's not good against them because of um he's just not good against them because he has Mystic attacks and they count double wilds as double. Looks like now that Killmonger has gone,
Yeah,
he's not really worried about Rhino getting attacked at all or anything like that. So looks like he's either considering to attack Voodoo and get lucky with the power to displace him, or he is going to pick up the sender, one of the two options. But yeah, like Shuri and Voodoo aren't gonna do too much damage, I don't think.
no,
And then we've got so it's really just like Killmonger and Bill Spender that are like, and I guess like I mean, and then of course Black Panther. All right, so we have an attack
yeah. Well, Voodoo's blocking very well. See, in this
for
situation, like I really like in this kind of situation when I run Rhino to like place off of a character but then rob someone else. So he can kind of set up a robbery on, say, Killmonger. Um, send Killmonger away, and then maybe next round he starts attacking back into Voodoo, maybe throws a size 4 at him, that kind of thing, and gets safer with Killmonger being the bigger threat, kind of somewhere else. I'm not sure.
yeah. So what we just saw is that Aaron had the choice of moving and grabbing a senator or attacking Voodoo and grabbing that senator. And I think that basically the answer was like no matter what, he was basically in range of Panther to attack him if he wanted to, no matter where he went. So it made sense to
Mhm.
just try to throw an attack into Voodoo and see what happens. And so
Yeah.
yeah.
So if you're Panther here, do you pounce into Rhino and start attacking him?
Yeah, I think so because if he, I'm seeing this. I mean, because I'm seeing the smash play as the opening for round 2 for Aaron. It's like I'm gonna put pressure on your Rhino so that when you inevitably do take out a character or two on my Sentinel side, I can respond with a daze onto Rhino, maybe.
Yeah.
With Panther. So I would.
Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense. Aaron Aaron's in a tricky spot where you know, if Rhino takes too much damage, he may want to go with Rhino and then throw that size 4. But
Yeah.
I think he would much rather smash it given that Dojo has brace and stuff.
Okay. Well, he's taken. Hold on. What is he? He's attacking first because he's already within 2.
Yeah,
So he must have played
being mantled.
mantled. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, not a great result. Kind of just powered up Rhino and put 1 damage. It's never Rhino is just a pain to deal with sometimes.
Yeah. Well, he's getting on the point. If he wasn't already, he's on the demon portal. So this means that it's going to be 5-3 is what I'm seeing here um,
Hmm.
for Dylan. So I think that if you're Aaron and you're like what looks to be the attrition team, you're pretty happy that you're not down by uh, like 3 points or more, because that would be I
Yeah.
think a much bigger problem. I think only down by 2 here is manageable. Sentinels can you just can like wipe a team, right? Where like you can shut down like 3 activations on one side and on a good turn, and then all of a sudden you're scoring like 9 points because all of every character that you have that's on your team all of a sudden now has a senator in their hands.
Yeah, and if you can daze people, um, Dojo doesn't have anybody that can actually pick these things up now. So like, it's the
Yeah,
downside of everyone holding one.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so Aaron put in the chat his goal is to daze Killmonger top of two and use Rhino as prio bait to get it back and KO Killmonger. So sort of get Rhino KO'd here, or get Rhino dazed, but have and get Killmonger and usurp out of the game. I think that's a good play.
Yeah, that's he was it was like double agent kind of situation here. He was thinking the next level past where we were. So he did smash this piece. It means that Sentinel Prime now has he goes from a 5 dice builder to a 9 dice builder. I'm imagining that's what we're gonna see as an opening attack is that builder. But you can pump that, right? You pay 3 power. Um, and it looks like he just paid. He pay? He paid an extra power here, so he went from 9 to 10 dice builder. I think is what we're seeing. Oh my goodness! Oh my
Yeah, that's
goodness,
not
dude!
great.
Oh, that's ridiculous, man. You're rolling like 25% successes or less right now. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, one Dylan's defense dice have been pretty good so far.
He's going all in now, so he's gonna go to 12 or 9 to 11 dice. It looks like. Yep. So into Killmonger again.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, dude. Holy moly, that is rough. 4 and so taking 3 on Killmonger. 3. How many successes was that on the roll before that? Was that another?
I
Was that
think it
like
was
3?
three.
So
Yeah, it
three on
definitely
3 on 10, and then 4 on 11, 7 on 21, and then it was like a 3 on 10 before that. So he's looking at like a 30%.
Mm.
It's
Yeah.
like 30% success on a what would typically be a 50%. Holy crappy.
Yeah, these are the games that you play Sentinels once and then you never want to play them again because your big play that you big brained and set up ends up doing very little and it never feels good.
We're getting a Wakanda reroll here on Killmonger. He gets a second block just to rub the salt in.
God.
Oh man. Okay. Well,
Yeah, that's not great. And I mean, if he doesn't get killed here, well, I guess see this is smart. I mean, he's pulling Voodoo in to put some pressure on him where, Dylan wants to activate Killmonger here probably, but now is I guess going to be forced to do something with Voodoo being in such a vulnerable position. So, I really like the how you can kind of create multiple threats and it can be a challenge to deal with. So,
yeah. The Sentinels have
I
a
mean, Aaron's
range 3 attack here, so they now he's right beside him, so he can't really escape with a single move on Voodoo side if that's what he wanted to do.
hmm
All right, so he's looking. Looks like Rhino could get Rhino, but then be stuck kind of in the mix.
I think sometimes when you're in this position as Dylan, like if you feel like you're up on points, maybe you just put as much attrition into Rhino as you can, and then just accept that Voodoo is going to die, but draw enough attention that you're going to be able to score out on other parts of the board. Like
Yeah,
he's at the point where he could go kind of 5-5-4 and usurp the throne and win this in 3 rounds. So, when you start adding your points up like that, that might feel good, but Aaron also has this as a robbery online, and so a lot of bad things can happen with that card. So we'll see.
Yeah, the um this Killmonger, he's got Sentinel Prime as 2 power here. Like, let's see here. I'm just thinking, like, would he um there's a world where he could like fall back out of a second attack if he usurps and then the attack whiffs. But I mean that seems like I don't know, I feel like I'm living in like a dream world if that like that's fake. That wouldn't happen. Let's see if he decides to pull the trigger on it and gets and goes for it right away. He has Wakanda Forever too, actually. So it's like, looks like with 10 health on Prime, you maybe just soften him up a bit. We have Voodoo moving here to the middle.
Yeah, now that Prime's activated, I don't think there's too much rush to activate Killmonger. I like Voodoo getting to a bit of safety maybe, and
All right, he's gonna figure it out. There we go.
I
Um,
think he maybe spenders into Prime here or something.
he looks like he is, and this means that wilds on Dylan's dice will drain Prime of power and do damage at the same time. Into Rhino. It's going into Rhino here, which makes sense because
Okay.
the double
Yeah.
wild on Prime is a lot. Okay,
Yeah, and I'll have some Shuri rerolls here.
getting that wild man. Oof. And Rhino is incinerated, so he blocks one, but he
Hmm.
doesn't. Yeah, or he has one dice, but he gets a skull. Oh
Yeah,
man,
so
it's
he'll
just
take
like,
goodness,
well, he'll take one from
the wild.
the wild, the power burn, and then he's going to take four more after that from the actual attack. So he's going to take a net 5 damage, living on 1 health.
Yeah, this is smart. I really like dealing with rhinos in this way, where when they still have robbery up and haven't activated, you put a bunch of damage into them. So basically, if Rhino robs you and takes your stuff, he's a lot easier to take down, obviously, when he's only got a health or two left rather than, being on a full seven. So
Ooh, reroll coming in for the kill.
yeah, he's going for it.
No. But he did roll skull, so he does get power on Voodoo. Did he spend for the Wakanda? Or maybe is he out of power? No. Okay.
He was out of power. He spent down to zero, so wouldn't have had the Wakanda reroll.
All right.
Um,
So,
yeah, it leaves Rhino on one. That's a tough spot for Rhino.
well, you
I
have
mean,
priority. Do you like now? Do you go into Voodoo? Well, he's already activated. Like, if you want to maintain priority, and or do you just start? Like, Shuri has no power, so it's like super tempting to just throw something at her. And
yeah, I think I would leave Shuri alone. I mean, Shuri just doesn't feel like she's going to be doing a whole lot this game. I think if you go into anyone, it's trying to take Killmonger's activation. Um, if you're going to lose Prio, I'd rather take out Killmonger. And if you want to keep Prio, then just, start going into Voodoo and maybe get Rhino out of there. Or maybe he goes into Killmonger with Sentinel and sticks with his plan of trying to get Rhino killed to keep Prio. Um, you know, probably maybe trading Killmonger for Rhino's activation here and keeping Prio's what he wants.
yeah, my if I mean, if he goes with anyone other than Rhino, then I don't know because like my brain is like I'm just too simple, but like my brain is telling me just go with my character before they die.
Yeah, what he might be thinking here is if he can take out Killmonger, then Dojo takes out Rhino and he keeps Prio, and then tries to take out Killmonger again top of next turn. Um, I can see that plan. I mean, that's a very sensible plan to me, especially with where Rhino's at. Because if Rhino starts chasing, trying to kill people, and is on one damage, then Dylan can also just leave him alone, knowing that he can go after him next round if he needs to. Uh, so I don't know. It's you can get too far ahead of yourself, and then if dice don't cooperate, all these prio plans and stuff don't end up panning out. So sometimes you just it's better if you don't know what to do, just take what's in front of you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's very fair. It's just like I can imagine the challenge here, trying to navigate after like that smash should have like the upside on that smash turn. It would have just been like so like would have been great.
Yeah.
Oh man. I, this is where like when you're playing the game you have to just accept what has happened and move on. You can't like just like let tilt and let your what like the thing that just went epically wrong like affect your game. You need to make sure that doesn't affect your game as much as possible.
Yeah, like Aaron's saying here in the chat, like deep into the dice screws me. Now what do I do, Tank? That's
Yeah,
funny.
yeah.
I've been there. Yeah, because he's really, if you think about what's happened, he's invested, running Lockjaw and playing Smash and doing two Sentinel Prime activations to do one damage on Dr. Voodoo. Um, so that can't feel very good, I would imagine.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's oh my goodness. All right, well, Rhino's going here. He's got a 7 dice attack coming up into Voodoo. It looks like, oh, or
Yeah,
he's
he's gonna throw first.
that's okay. That makes sense.
So chuck the size two, attack Voodoo a bunch of times. Yeah, that's fair. These central games though, when you can get some when you can keep prio and maybe daze someone and then KO them the top of next turn, they can swing quite quickly.
Blocks nothing.
And okay.
I thought he got 4 dice on dodges because of Daniel. I'm wrong. I guess he. Either way, he got a block. I'd have to check the card again. Maybe I'm just
Yeah,
misremembering.
it
Okay,
should be
okay, here we go.
four.
Aaron's
Okay.
saying that he does, and they fixed it. There we go. All right, perfect. So all right, he blocks 2, takes 1, and now we're getting the 7 dice attack into Voodoo here.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, that's got to feel a lot better.
That's gonna get him unless okay, there's that gets him unless he gets 2 rerolls. So he just takes he just dies. I don't think did he have enough juice? He didn't because Shuri was already out of power. So yep, there's nothing he could do there. Giving it to the Mark IV, and
So do
yeah.
you place and then run away or
So I'm no, I don't know. Like what else do you do? You've got where would you run away to? Like you're not running very
well,
far.
just like a back point, right? You've got a lot of activations between Rhino and his next one. So, do you place and rob Bill here and then move?
Aaron just mentioned in chat he forgot about his Sentinel leadership, which would have got him 4 power across his team for dazing a character.
Oh no.
So oh god, he's playing. So really, he's playing unaffiliated. Is actually what's happening.
Unaffiliated Sentinels is the way of life when you have Emma in your list.
Yeah, yeah. Aaron
Oh
is
man.
part of the infamous podcast, and it's great. I listen to it each week when it comes out, and it's a lot of fun. And they were joking about, or like there was mention of playing unaffiliated without Thanos, and maybe if he forgets his leadership all game, that's basically what this ends up being.
No tactics cards and no leadership. I think you're right.
Yeah. So let's see if what Rhino does here. If he rolls a 5 dice attack into either Bill or Killmonger and is instantly is evaporated shortly after and injured, or if he retreats back and maybe is ignored for the round.
I guess anywhere you throw, yeah, if you rob Killmonger, he's just going to charge back into range two. So that's probably not useful. You just, I don't know, you just start attacking Killmonger and try to get him out of the game.
All right, he's playing robbery here. He's gonna force Bill to drop a piece and gonna looking to displace him farther away so that he has a less effective activation. Is what I'm looks like we're gonna see here.
This puts him in a good position to maybe grab one of those with Lockjaw and one of those uh with normal Sentinel. And I mean, he's not guaranteed to have Rhino activated all the rest of this game, so kind of like the idea of Rhino doing that, getting to some safety. And even if he dies, he forces like a Killmonger to come into his team.
Yeah.
Sivo forgot healing factor. My story is that I at the second win final, it was the first time I've ever forgot to use Emma's leadership, and it was in the first round of the biggest game I've ever played in. So
Oh
these things
man,
happen.
dude. I know. I can relate. I can remember a few times where I've forgotten things that or just
Well, you forgot to win the TTS league 3 times you were in the final.
I know. You and everyone keeps reminding me to do it, and it just I keep. Oh wait. Yeah, I wasn't supposed to. It's just
You weren't supposed to lose.
make a series of terrible decisions and end up losing the game. Right. Curtis told me not to do those things.
The
Ah
plan is to
well.
win the
I
kids. Come
know.
on.
I know. Oops. Yeah.
Can't win them all.
Oh yeah. I know that for sure. You can't win any of them. All right.
It's
Yeah.
okay. I think I think the last time I checked, my record in cuts is something like 2-4 now.
Oh jeez, Louise. Oh man.
It's like 22 and 2 in the regular season, and the playoffs we just don't show up. It's good.
Yeah, you're like the I don't know. I was trying to make a basketball reference, but like I know the Golden State Warriors had like a record season. I don't know, maybe few years back now, and then they just like they didn't
Just
win
fizzle it
they didn't
out.
win the championship, right? So it's like, does having the best season ever matter? The Toronto Maple Leafs have great seasons, and then every time, yeah, there you go, they won their first playoff bracket in like years and years and years, and they like right away, right after that in round two, they were swept 4-0. So Bill double moves here, and he doesn't. Does he play force brace? Yeah, he forces brace. Mike says he forgot Hellfire leadership round one of the LVO qualifier finals the other day, and he needed a few minutes to quell the tilt. Yeah, pulling a Kurtis. There you go. There you go. That's a thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can't all be good at this game.
Yeah. Yeah, only the one who
I,
wins the league is good at this game. Everyone else is just
is the
bad.
only good player.
Yeah, yeah,
Everybody else is trash. That's the
exactly.
yeah.
Whoever and whatever affiliation they bring, of course, is the will be the top dog for the next 3 months. Everyone will
Yeah,
hate on
it's
them.
the
So
only thing that's overpowered.
yeah, it'll be nerfs. Everyone will be yelling for nerfs on whatever team wins the league. That's how it goes, basically.
That's
Every,
how it works.
I was like I was thinking about this a few weeks ago, and it was just like every time I brought a character to the finals, one of my major pieces was nerfed like 3 months later. So
That
that's
that
just
sounds like you're doing it right competitively.
if
The
Sentinels win the
Sentinels
league.
win the league.
No, I don't think. No way. No. The answer is no. But
So
gosh, could you imagine bringing the Sentinels into the finals?
So look, I was very ready at some point to run like a Sentinels team that was just like Immortal Hulk, Cassandra Nova, and Taskmaster at 15, and just be like, it's Sentinels, and we're taking this as far as we can go. So, you know, maybe Sentinels, maybe there's a Thanos plan, who knows?
He spent 3 on Lockjaw here. It looks like he placed his Lockjaw with that, with the um, and then he did an attack and a bill. Hold on, I just want to make sure we're all caught up here. So Bloodhound, he did Bloodhound to get extra dice, is what happened. Then he moved and
Yeah,
attacked, or did he not move? Okay, so we're seeing, uh, oh man, he
a
just
big
rolls.
oh, two hits. That's a new record.
Noah Faith. Yeah, that's right. 0% chance sense
Fantastic.
win the league. Wow. That's a bold statement. Yeah. Okay.
Actually, Lucas is going to be playing Sentinels tomorrow, live on stream, right, Lucas? That's what you said?
Yeah, if Mike DeLuca's listening, yes, I will be playing Sentinels.
Well, we'll see
Yes,
how they
yes.
do into Wakanda, and you can make your decision, right?
Yeah, I guess so. If they win here, I'll be tempted. Okay. All right, hold on. So Lockjaw rolled 2 successes here. What am I seeing? What am I missing? He's paying for a re. Okay, he was considering a reroll on the attack, and that's before Bill gets to. Yeah, I guess there's no rerolls on Bill's side. He's out of power because he spent all of his power for
Yeah.
picking up the senator and for throwing the sentinel for or throwing someone. Hold on. He did a. Oh, he did. How did? Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
How did he throw?
Bill,
In Sentinels 5, aren't this? How did he throw
no,
anything?
Bill threw the piece of train that was at the
Oh,
top of
yes,
the
the
table.
train,
There
the
was a
top
train up
train.
there.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, okay. I'm sorry, Aaron. I was distracted, and I'm.
No, hey, we caught it before Aaron posted in the chat. That's not a mistake. We did it as streamers. We made it happen.
Yeah.
If you catch it before the chat, is that what you try to do, Lucas, on all these streams?
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's the problem is the chat's 1 second behind. So if I turn and look and see it's already in the chat, it means that they beat me basically in the race to remember or say a line. So I try to beat chat,
Well,
but man, they're fast.
and we're getting criticized by the two people who actually played in this game, which I feel like is even more unfair. But that's
Yeah.
okay. Something's happening here. Killmonger is attacking into Sentinel Prime, probably.
Rhino, wouldn't it be Rhino? Nope, it was, yeah, it was Rhino.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're right.
So yeah, you want to just like put him in a spot where he can be taken off the board next
Yeah,
round, and just and you can do that by injuring him. So that makes sense. And that was a charge, so he does have another action here, and he'll probably just
yeah,
soften up Prime maybe for the usurp next turn.
yeah. Sounds reasonable to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been maybe nice if he could have had an extra power to do his stagger. Like I almost wonder instead of the charge if he would have been better to spend her Sentinel Prime and then place one there and then attack Rhino. That might be a bit greedy, but
Yeah. I think that it seems reasonable. You do he's weaker on that side, and you do need to do damage to get the place effect. Okay. So he's now doing he's rolling 5. What, okay, yeah, that's 5 dice. 3, 2, yep. And he's getting a reroll from the kill counter, and now he's seeing if he wants to reroll with the Wakanda, doesn't, and he just takes the damage, or he's going to push the damage through. All right. So let's see.
yeah, that's pretty good. That puts him in a good situation for next turn, but Killmonger does have to live here.
I think that we're gonna see a patch up coming up very soon. Mark IV can just patch up Prime, and then it's like
Hmm.
you're back to. Uh, Now the question is, do you risk pumping your dice here? And he is. He is. He's going to 7 dice with the rerolls on Prime, which makes sense. Like you had bad activations. You need to like be a little riskier here. And oh, look at that! It pays off. Killmonger gets one shot, or
Uh,
basically, he still had taken damage, but boom, one hit, gone. And now you can hit Voodoo. You get more power, so now you can patch up full here. Uh, or you can do it again. That was cool. There we go. Leadership trigger this
did you?
time. Are we gonna see the power? I don't think so. I don't think. Yeah. Okay. There we go. All
Oh,
right.
you got it. You did
All
it.
right. Yeah. So I can't really beat Chat here if he's predicting 5 seconds in the future. Okay.
Oh,
So let's see.
man.
There it goes.
Yeah, that's big because being
Oh,
able to
oh, it's
activate
once
with
per
Raya.
turn. Aaron's pointing out that the leadership is once per turn. So, but hold on. I guess you lost the first one, but hold on. What's going on here? Once per round? It's once per. Either way, let's. I'm not gonna read too much into it. Once per turn. I think it's once
You're
per
never,
turn.
yeah, you're never gonna see the leadership on your stream again. So who cares? Doesn't matter.
Oh man. All right. So then now we have him pumping his dice. Looks like he's pumping 3 dice again. So he's going into Bill this time. It's only on
Does he get an
dazes. It's only on dazes.
right? Does he get an extra one here from Lockjaw on
Oh,
Bill?
yeah. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's what we're seeing. We're seeing something like that. Um,
Yeah, it's not the greatest roll, but he's got some rerolls here, and you know,
Basically, as long as he gets back up to 5 to patch up Prime and put him back at the 0, I think like Aaron would probably be pretty happy with that. And it looks like that's what
yeah,
we're getting. Prime could re-roll 3 dice though, right? He can pay 3 to re-roll, and it's like there,
yeah. I
there
think you
goes
may
2, there goes 3.
you may as well.
Yeah, it's free damage because you've already measured that you've got 5 into his 3 once Bill pays, and this could get him if he doesn't. There, look at that, 6 into 2 is 4 damage, so he dies unless he pays 1, and he could still re-roll with Wakanda. It looks like that's what he's doing now. Shock. Oh, it was a spender, so no gain, no power gain here. That's why I got the extra dice. Okay. It's all adding up in my brain, I think. Because it was
Yeah.
8 dice.
So
8 dice plus, yeah. All right. And, all right, so I guess you're saving the patch up for Taskmaster's activation, I think is the long term plan here, is what we're
yeah,
seeing.
because he's gaining 2 power off a Sentinel at the end of the activation. So maybe you just say, well, Prime's gonna probably survive here, and then you patch up off him right now with 2 extra power, something like that.
Yeah.
Smart play.
And we have Aaron through all of that. He did end up getting his days on Killmonger, but he came up much later in the round, and he did maintain priority, and he did lose Rhino. So it's funny how like the plan didn't work initially, but like for some reason it's like actually all come together a little bit. And on top of that, like the characters are all within range of the Sentinels, so it's like he's gonna get more shots next turn. Like he doesn't have to worry about spending power to pull them in to get the damage on them. So it's just funny how
Yeah.
like they've all like magnetized. All these characters have all like magnetized towards the Sentinels, and they just get to just do double tap every round. All right, we're seeing Shuri roll, so she gets the double power, one for skull, one for it's a gainer, and she can't push the Sentinel, so they're just gonna get hit again. Hashtag eFootsie. Yes, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'd be a lot happier with Shuri here if she had an extract sitting back there, but for being able to sit on a point and just help the team um, with the reroll bubble and stuff, I think she's doing okay here, even if it wasn't it wasn't ideal into a Sentinels team.
Yeah. And I think that that even having Bill, for example, 1 health here is also just like another like thing that could be a problem for Dylan because he could like KO Killmonger and then just like ping that last damage through on Bill. So therefore, um, that spender will come offline like for the round that Bill has that can throw his Sentinels. But looks like he's looking to potentially put how much power does Taskmaster have? Taskmaster has 3 power, so he can move and then pay 2 power to do a 4 dice attack spender plus the uh, physical defense of the character. So it'll be 8 dice for 2 power. Is very reasonable attack.
Yeah, that's strong.
Yeah, and no rerolls too. So if Shuri has all those rerolls, Wakanda you can't do any of that. So Bill just gets so it seems like he's got some good options into Wakanda.
Hmm.
There it
Yeah,
goes.
Taskmaster is he's a cool character.
Oh, oh my god,
Oh,
look at that. Okay. All right, just
I
massacre
love
them.
I love when, these are the kind of games sometimes that you look at your dice after the game and go, "Oh, I rolled everything the way it should have, it all averaged out," and then you remember that you spiked to do 1 damage into Bill
Yeah,
and
that's right.
completely
That's right.
whipped him to, full health voodoo. It's like,
Yeah, that is very funny. You get Bill rolls nothing, and you roll 8 on 8 or whatever it is. This would have one shot Bill if he was at full health. All that damage he did into Bill before that meant nothing because Taskmaster just
uh,
one banged him.
this is why I hate this game, Lucas. This is why I hate it.
Yeah, it's just the variance is just a lot.
Yeah, it's fun. After a while, you just stop caring and like,
Yeah.
just attack stuff, whatever.
Is Lockjaw on the point? It looks like he's off the point, but the Mark IV is on it. So I think he's going to be getting the secure anyway. Um, based on what I'm seeing here. I mean, the only other way that it could not happen is if Panther gets his explosive force trigger, which just seems to not be the case. Like, I mean, just like things would have to go insanely well for that to be a thing. And even then, I don't see a line actually where it would work. So, okay.
Hmm.
So Taskmaster's done, and now we're looking at. Oh, did he do his leadership here? I don't know. I forgot. I didn't check the game chat. So um yeah. Maybe okay. Let's see here. This round was ridiculous for tech dice. Yeah, that's right. That was absolutely nutty. All right,
So yeah,
he
it probably
pounced
makes
him.
sense to yeah, at this point, like when your opponent has prio like this, it's better to get, characters like Panther into the fight because if he goes after Killmonger, at least he has some good options to counterattack here.
Yeah, looks like Aaron missed the leadership here. He in the chat previously. I think he mixed up rounds and turns when he was playing the game, and this is what it seems like has happened. And yeah, I read it
Oh
as
no.
round, so he didn't. He thought he thought he didn't get it.
Oh no.
Okay, okay, okay. But we're here. Panther is attacking. Let's see. He's rolling really well. 4 successes, 1 block. Who has only 1 physical defense?
I
Two
think
physical. Oh, Sentinel or no
yeah,
Lockjaw.
put it into lockjaw.
There it is. Okay, he does get pushed. he thought the Sentinel leadership was too good. Can't
So rude.
possibly. This is the way I'm reading this. Like this, there's no way. Why isn't everyone playing these guys? No, this can't be right. It's got to be per round.
I love this so
the
much.
the leaderships on the Sentinels must have been misprinted. These say per
Gosh.
turn. These say yeah. Okay.
Just think, Lucas, we could be looking at a CGR versus Thanos Guardians mirror right now, but instead we've got Sentinels and Wakanda just punching each other in the middle. This is
No,
fantastic.
I agree. I'm having a ball here. I love seeing teams that are unappreciated by a lot of the people online uh, get uh, get some love and get to be piloted by good players. So looks like Panther displaced Lockjaw off the point. He's tied the Demon Portal with the Mark IV. So Aaron's scoring 3, so he's going to 6. Look at that. After all that blood,
Wow.
Aaron has recouped half of the point disparity.
Yeah, and he can go first with Sentinel Prime here, take out Killmonger and get patched up. That's gotta, if he pulls that off here, that puts him in a really nice position. So we'll only two people in the chat know what's happened here. So this is very exciting.
Yeah, this is very cool.
Yeah, now even if that does happen, I mean, Dylan's still got a lot of counterplay to that plan afterward. Bill God Huntering a few times and throwing Sentinels into each other can't feel good. Um, Panthers right there in the fight. So there's certainly a lot of counterplay, but that's a very exciting. Yeah, that's very exciting. We've got the Quebecers speaking French to each other. I need my 6-year-old to translate this because I don't know a word. Louez-vous une chambre Ludo et Nick?
Well, Ludo is he played against Pat, so I know that I'm pretty sure he's referencing them playing or them together in some way. Chamber, uh,
They're in the
they're gonna
chamber
go.
together.
They're gonna go.
Yeah, Lud
Vu.
they're
This is
gonna
so
voo in
bad.
the chamber together. Yeah,
Calm
that makes
down. Calm
sense.
down.
Oh,
Okay.
that makes even more sense.
Yeah, Teachy learns being a smartass. Okay. All right, so we have 3 power spent on Sentinel Mark IV. So we're going with the Mark IV instead here. It looks like we're rolling dice. So it's interesting that he's not going with Prime first, but I don't. So either way, I don't know
Well,
the logic. I haven't thought this through, but
I think because Sentinel can double spend her and then use Prime's rerolls, maybe. Like he actually
yeah,
can do just as much damage as Prime and saves Prime's activation.
right. Where
So he's doing
Prime
3 rerolls here.
Prime would only be able to spend for he wouldn't be able to spend all the power to do everything, whereas the Mark IV can do
Yeah.
both with using Prime's power.
Yes. So he's gonna do
3,
2 or 3 here probably. Killmonger's re-rolling into a skull, so
and he's
takes
outside of
3 and
Shuri's
then
bubble. He's outside of Shuri's bubble here, which means he only gets the Wakanda reroll, and he didn't get anything on that. Yeah, so that was big. 2 health left on Killmonger. Uh, well, it's just living the dream here, as Ben would say. Let's see if he
yeah,
converts it.
smart by Aaron because yeah, he
He's got
gets
him.
to he gets to pump the builder, regain all the power, and then still have enough for patch up here probably.
Here's the crit conversion. There's a crit conversion coming in. So he's not got him yet. He's or hold on. Would you can't
Oh,
reroll. This could save him. Oh my god, he lives on 1.
oh no.
Oh man, takes only 1 there, but is shocked. Okay, that's interesting. But oh man, that's just
That's still gross.
oh, that's terrible. But are you gonna patch up? Is the question here? Is he gonna patch up?
I think
Looks like
you
he's
I
not.
think
No, it looks like he opted not to. Um, okay, so we're gonna see. Oh man, that's just so bad. Ah man,
I think it's probably smart because I think if you I guess the problem is if you patch up here, you're probably still going to get killed with 3 Killmonger attacks and um the Wakanda Forever, Panther and Shuri are going to be able to put damage into like it just you
yeah.
probably save the card. It's not worth it.
Well, they're doing Wakanda Forever right now. Yeah,
Yeah, so
I've
he's
seen
going to
this one.
Wakanda Forever to soften him up and then yeah, see where he's at after that. So this looks like a Killmonger builder
into
that's
into prime. Well, it's
usurped.
going into prime regard, I think. Did he usurp it?
Yeah,
He did play. He did not play
yeah,
usurp yet. Are you
yeah,
sure?
he spent three for usurp. Yeah, it's red on his screen, and Killmonger spent three power.
Oh, I okay. Usurp spender. Okay.
What was it? A usurp spender?
Oh, sorry.
That would
Oh,
require
my
six
bad. No,
power.
it was my fault. I thought I was looking at the tactic card flipped, and I just thought that was the Wakanda tactic card flipped. I wasn't looking at the
Oh, I
UI, the
see.
C, so I was mixing up the two cards. Okay, so yeah,
Okay.
he usurped and did a spender.
He's
Yeah,
saying that, but he only spent three power. So
there it goes.
okay, now yeah, okay, he caught it. So usurp spender. So now he could builder or spender again. Oh, he's gonna play Wakanda Forever here. So maybe you put one damage into him with Shuri here, and then you take him out with Killmonger or something.
um, so I guess like the only thought I had here is like, would you fall back on that Shuri attack? Is that good at all, or is that still bad? Um,
I don't know if there's anywhere you can fall back to that isn't within two of Killmonger.
So yeah, I mean like he could spend her anyway. What do you mean you couldn't fall back behind on the other side of Panther? Oh no, sorry, my bad. I forgot. I would mixed up the Sentinels. So now I understand that. You're right. Okay. Yeah, this is not great. But yeah, he's taking the one, right? He forgot to
Yeah, it
spend on
depends who it.
Killmonger, but this is it. This is the Killmonger attack now, maybe.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah,
and he's gonna
so
get
he got him.
VPs.
Yeah, so he'll go to nine. And taking away that activation is pretty tough. But Aaron is going to be able to probably take Killmonger off the board here with somebody. Although maybe he starts knowing he has Prio, maybe you start going to Bill here.
All right, so now Lockjaw's getting attacked by Panther, and he rolls really well. So now Lockjaw's going down. Oh man,
Ooh, yep.
yeah. So there it goes. Now, yeah, I was gonna say like, well, he's only lost one
Mm.
character, so if he goes after Bill and gets him off the board, then he loses priority again. But now we're in a spot where Rhino can take out a character that hasn't activated and still maintain and still have priority.
The hard part here is I think as Aaron, you're worried about Wakanda just winning the game here. I mean, there's 9 points on the board and you need seven to win. I feel like getting to 14 or 15 would be very hard to come back from, but I mean, he could just get seven here. It
Okay.
depends.
So Shuri is attacked into Taskmaster, and he's pushing him away.
Yeah, just send him,
Ooh, that's
make him
tough.
irrelevant. So I think Killmonger still might have an action here because he's spendered Wakanda Forever. Yeah, now he's gonna move here.
Man, wouldn't you just attack Rhino? You're dead anyway. You only have four.
I
I
don't
guess you
hate
only have
that.
four dice. He could. I guess you could charge. Oh, okay, he's measuring a charge option. I think that doing
That's
an
fair.
attack, doing an attack. I just do the attack, but looks like he's opted to move him, not doing any attacks, and is gonna just be on the point here.
Yeah, I guess the logic is you wanna make Rhino work for it a bit. Yeah, at a certain point you're just okay, I think he just moved there and picked it up. He's just trying to give I think he's just trying to give Aaron too much he has to do. So, even if he goes after Killmonger, if he spends Rhino's activation, then that's still probably good for him to really make him work for it here.
Yeah. So the one thing that Aaron has here is that he can take characters off the board, which Dylan hasn't like doesn't have the opportunity to except for Rhino. So if Rhino's
Yeah.
able to take out an impactful activation, or yeah, then maybe that keeps Rhino on the board for another turn, and then Aaron is basically starting next round with 5 characters, even if Rhino's at low health. But um, yeah, I mean he still has 4 characters to go though, so it's like I think that Rhino's gonna come off the board, but maybe he can take like Killmonger and another 4 threat with him, like Bill or Voodoo with him when he does that.
Yeah, the hard part now is that Dylan still has brace up, so that's going to hurt a lot of Rhino's output. He's really just a 5 and a 7 here, and that's probably not killing 2 characters.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think you have to take your shot at it, or else you risk Rhino just getting killed by somebody else if you pass here.
So if you take out Killmonger here, it means that every other character on the board has to have an extract, and you have to win all 3 secures to win the game. So
Yeah.
whereas so Killmonger is like I think you need to deal with him in some way. Let's see. We've got Rhino doing two no damage to Voodoo. KOing an opponent doesn't trigger the Sentinel's leadership. Yeah, that's crazy, eh? How
It
it's
was
only it's
too
only
strong.
dazes.
I mean, look, I'm glad that they didn't make the MK4s good to the point that you could splash
Could
two
you
MK4s
imagine?
in every list.
Holy moly! Yeah, could you imagine if Sentinels were like top tier meta and they're just everywhere, like the medium movers, big bases, and just like just crushing
Yeah.
everyone. But all right, we are going into Killmonger here for the KO. Two. Oh my. Oh man. Three, and yeah, there you go. That's the thing.
No. What do you do? God.
MK4 should have just been the Prime's grunts. That's interesting. That's
Yeah, I
just a
know.
terrible. Unfortunately, Oh god.
Yeah, I know from playing Hellfire a lot, like I play Rhino more than anyone, but I just don't love him on ease sometimes because his real strength is how dynamic he is moving across the board and robbing and doing crazy stuff. But in these kind of down the middle fights, sometimes when he's required to kill something, it's just really sad.
Yeah.
Ugh.
But you like I'm just like thinking of like the list that you've been bringing recently, like in Hellfire, and I'm like Logan isn't great on a middle either because he doesn't get his rerolls, and so I guess like what would you bring here instead of Rhino if you
Um, I mean, for a four threat, someone like Carol, um, Carol Bill, but I'd be bringing Ultron a lot as well on ease for Hellfire.
yeah.
Just those kind of long range turret characters that their lack of mobility doesn't matter because you're mostly just standing there punching stuff or throwing stuff. I think it's just one of those things where you take Rhino, it's like you take his biggest strength and make it not matter as much. But there's only, sometimes in a list, there's only so many options, and I can see wanting to have the steel as well.
Yeah, the Hellfire plan needed a flex, and that's why Bill and Rhino and Black Cat are probably there just to basically be able to play the A team.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so we're seeing Bill looking to throw Rhino. He's a solid Senators pick. Yeah, I think so. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. He's there for the Senators um, because he can probably get his full kit every round, even with the limitations that Senators puts on your team. So,
Yeah, I've really liked Rhino. Um, I'll play a wide Senators team if I run into it with Hellfire, where Rhino, like you don't run the Bills or Lizards that are kind of or Ultrons that rely on, maybe double moving and throwing because it doesn't work on Senators. You want models like Rhino, Zemo, X-23, Miles that have a lot of ways to move without moving. So, Mike's pointing that out that that's really what it takes, I think, to be a really good Senators team, and a lot of non-Brotherhood teams can be quite good on it if they have a lot of non-move action movement.
right. I'll be back in
So,
2 minutes.
yeah, sounds great. So Panther here is going to go into Taskmaster, just pushing him even further out of the game, maybe trying to keep Killmonger alive here. So no damage, but he's probably going to push him on an angle as far away from Killmonger as he can. Yeah, that's the challenge is when you're holding the Senator, you can only move once. So I don't know if he's able to move in range for Killmonger. Yeah, so now just gonna go on to the back point and basically force Taskmaster not to
All
not
right.
to do a whole lot here.
Yeah, that's rough for Taskmaster. And is that game? That's gonna like. Am I seeing the end of the game now that he can't really do a whole lot?
I think, yeah, I think Dylan still needs to daze some characters to do that, but he's gonna maybe send Voodoo to pick up that Senator, and then oh yeah, there's another one there. So
The problem is if he grabs it, he can't get on. Can he? I don't think he can get on the point. But Killmonger is already there. Um, and Shuri's stuck there. You can grab. You can grab
yeah, I
this, but
don't.
then you're stuck there. And then what? Okay, so what do you do next? Voodoo grabs the other one, and now you've got
He's.
four senators.
I think he needs to. He's gonna try to stay on the point, and then I think you pick it up and God Hunter into the Sentinel who's on the back point that's shared with Panther, because if you get the throw on him or daze him, Panther would win the back point.
Right.
And then you send Voodoo to the far Senator, and that gives you four. Yeah, I think we'd see a God Hunter here then. Spending three, yeah. So he's good. Oh, he's just kidding.
Okay, he's seeing. I think this is a size thing. He's seeing that the Sentinels are size 5. Is what my. I don't know. Maybe like they're looking at the throw superpower, and they're looking at the Sentinels card. So my guess is that
Yeah.
he
So
couldn't.
now he's gonna God Hunter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played back when I was playing A-Force, having Bill and She-Hulk in the Sentinels, where all their dice were getting boosted by like 5 for the size of the Sentinels was always fun.
He gets the God Hunter trigger here.
Oh,
5 successes into
yeah.
no blocks. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
looking to throw him off the point. Yeah. Yeah, and I think
So this means that
Taskmaster,
he's gonna have 7 points exactly, right? 3 secures, and then he's gonna be holding 4 senators with Voodoo double walking to grab the other one.
I
And
think
oh,
so. It's just It's just not clear if Taskmaster can move and potentially throw a shield into Killmonger
That's what I was. Yeah.
and drop that. It's hard to say.
Yeah. But then, like, do you leave Voodoo there on the point, or do you? I mean, you just go get the piece because you're like putting yourself in a. If he,
Yeah, he left Bill on the point there, so Voodoo can go grab the far senator.
yeah, because then it's like you're if you're 1 point short of winning, you just like move Voodoo like
Yeah.
just to the corner of the board. All right, so he's throwing the Prime, or sorry, the Mark IV, and he's on one
Hmm.
health. Oh my goodness.
Gosh, yeah. Yeah, not a great spot. Yeah, so Voodoo's gonna move.
All right, he's ending. He's choosing to stay closer to the action here.
Yep. And then we'll see if Taskmaster's in range 4 after a medium move. I
It
think
looks like,
so.
yeah, it looks in. Yeah, that's right. The game was probably decided when Killmonger lived on one, um,
Yeah.
through the attacks, and like lived on one from the Sentinel Mark IV, and then lived on one from the Rhino not getting damaged through. He's got Shuri
Yeah,
rerolls to keep him alive as well, so it's like the odds are definitely not in Aaron's favor here to get him. I don't think. But he
yeah,
rolls
it's kind of 4 good.
4 for 4.
Huh?
He can, he can do
He
it. He can
might.
still do it. Yeah.
Oh
Oh my
man. Oh
goodness.
no.
He's got two re-rolls twice. So he's got like a
So,
it's a good chance to
Wakanda and Shuri.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. For the game.
Oh no.
There goes the Wakanda. It's gonna do it. It's gonna save it. I can just feel it. Alright, here we go. This is gonna do it. So bad, so bad. Oh man, Killmonger living on one and there it is. That's
Oh, he
game.
blocked it.
Jeez.
Oh no.
Oh, that's a bummer. That oh man. I like Aaron's opening on round two, but that's just it just didn't connect. Like if he was able to take out Killmonger before he got to do anything on round two, that would have been cool.
Okay, plan B, we're
He's
bouncing into
ricocheting. He's
Shuri and we need to
ricocheting.
KO her.
Yeah, yeah. Three. Okay, so no, it's not happening.
No.
That's fair. You got the ricochet. I was happy as I could be with most everything save not getting Killmonger. Slightly different game if it goes down to Smash or double. Yeah, exactly. Those are the two activations
Yeah.
where if it went the other way, it's like yeah, the game is definitely not over. And Sentinel still had like we could have seen a situation where multiple models are KO'd this round or like early on next round, and yeah, that's either way, it was definitely was a fun game to watch, and there was it was very fun, and uh, yeah,
All right, yeah. Good game. That was really cool to see.
yeah. All right,
Dice
well,
timing is very real.
yes, thank you Dojo and Aaron for letting me record the game, and thank you Curtis for joining me on stream. So I think tomorrow I'm playing my game against Mike DeLuca around 9 o'clock Eastern. And then on Friday is the last game of the bracket of the top 32, which is like Kyle versus El Shaco. And yeah, so I'm hoping to record that one. And anyway, see you later, Curtis.
See you later.
All right, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Yes, ban R&D.